The biggest barrier to crypto adoption has never been the technology, it's been the user experience. Introducing Say Global Wallet, a seamless wallet experience where users can sign in with email, Google, X, or Telegram credentials to access the same wallet across every Say D app. Ecosystem access with the simplicity of familiar login methods. Built by Dynamic specifically for Say to make blockchain technology accessible for everyone. All right, we should be good. We should be good. Let me do a little sound test real quick, and then we'll get into it. But we should be good. Thank you guys for pulling up. We got 34 of you guys in here right now. If you can retweet, repost, whatever, share this out, get more people in here. Let me turn down this music because it's loud up here. So no, it's got to be kind of loud for you guys too. So let me cut this back. But it's Friday, guys. It's April 18th. It's 2 days before 420. We got World in the building shouting us out. What's going on, fam? We got the Phillies in the background. We got Matt Schwarber on deck. 2 up, bottom of the first. Looks like we got some hot bats. This is good. This is good to see. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get a fucking another home run. That'd be good to see. Cheers to you guys. Gonna try to watch the game a little bit in the background. I got a nice setup here. Like I thought about this the other day. I was like, how can I watch sports and still be engaged with this? Well, it's like this. I put the game right here. No copyright bullshit. Keep the volume down. You guys can watch the game. You can watch whatever's in the background. I got my screens up here. We're good to go. But today we're gonna be talking about Yaps, basically. This is SMS Yaps. We used to do a space where I would just drop the alpha and kind of talk about what we got going on here and what I was doing. I had some guests coming in, but they have faded away. And they've also faded very far down the leaderboard when it comes to Yaps and that group of people. But let's take a look right now. Well, first and foremost, let me just tell you this. I got out of it because it was kind of annoying. Like the way I was looking at things, I was like, man, this isn't what I was here for. This isn't the kind of shit I like to do. But I also like started doing more of what I like to do. And I realized, my network, being that I have 12,000 fucking followers or whatever, you'd think that you would get a little bit more of engagement, reaction, response, support, and stuff like that. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't come from the NFTs I buy. It doesn't come from the meme coins I've bought. It doesn't come from any of those things. There are select few groups that do support. Shout out to the Drill Club. Made this shit happen. Made this honestly gave me another spark to continue doing what I'm doing here. So shout out to them. That's one of those projects that I would say invest into because there's underlying things that you don't even know. It's not written down. It's just part of what happens when they see potential and they want to help you elevate. And that's what we do here with SMS, whether it's Say, Soul, Somnia, Skate, fucking Thrive. They're on the fucking I'm chasing all these new fucking Johns on the Kaido board just because there's a reason. But my point is, hard work does pay off in this space now because of Kaito AI and because it does recognize that. Just because your friends aren't liking and following your shit, you got to remember this. How many times have you worked for your friends and they are signing your paychecks? You know, that doesn't happen as often as like you might think. You can say this case, that case, but just think about everybody you know. Do they work for their friend? Is their friend like, oh, I got you, buddy? No, it's like you show up, fucking work for me, and like you clock out or whatever the fucking case is, or you have a salary, like you owe me this now. You know what I'm saying? So when you get on, I don't know, this is one of those things I had to learn through the years, and it comes up again. You start to get you think too much of yourself, I guess, and you think that your friends should be supporting you no matter what kind of stuff. And in reality, is they don't have to. Cassie's up to bat. Looks like homie got struck out, but we'll take Cassie on there. See if we can drive another one in. But once you kind of like kill the ego, and that's something that I think I'm probably gonna tap into sometime tomorrow and tap out of everything after I get some content done. Do a little bit of shrooms, take a little bit of a trip, and kind of zone out, enjoy the weekend for what it is. Because after 420, guys, I'm going completely clean on things and locking in. Things are changing for me on dramatic levels outside of this space. So, what I decided to do was I took a look at like what's the best ROI for me being on Twitter, being in this Web3 space, and it's not going to my friend's face. It's not going to their streams. It's not going to support them in any way. And it does help, with networking, but in reality, like you can support your friends as much as you want to. But it doesn't pay the bills. It does not get you further along in what you want to do. Yeah, 100% world. It's not like a getting clean thing. It's more like being accountable is the way I look at it, and really owning up to everything that maybe I've used those as a crutch. So I'm with you, but it's not a clean thing. I'm definitely going to smoke weed again, and probably gonna have a beer here or two in between. But like I'm 100% not smoking bud for a while. But my point is about the other part is like what was I fucking saying? I forget. But anyway, uh, the space, the fuck, man. I'm closing the chat. I'll come back to you at another point. You got me distracted as fuck. But my point is, your friends aren't supposed to be the ones liking your shit either. You're supposed to be making a bigger audience, growing and thriving in that threshold. When you get too hung up on, being bigger than you think you are, or like getting a little bit like thinking that you matter too much, you get offended or you take it personal the way it's reciprocated. And just because you're showing up for your boys doesn't mean they're going to show up for you, and it doesn't mean that they don't like you. It just means they don't give a shit and they have other things to do and they're working on themselves, which is a very unfortunate thing, but a very real thing. And you have to remember, and if somebody reached out to me and said, everything here is transactional, you have to remember that. And like, it's not a personal thing, but at the same time, that is very personal. They know what they're doing, they know they could do it differently, and you can choose to do it however you want to, but you can't get mad at somebody else for doing it the way that they want to. You got to remember, like I said, it's transactional for most of the people here. You're going to find them select few where you can partner up. I've never found that community, that partner, that crew, that person next to me, that person that's going to show up if I don't show up. I've never had that. I've tried to bring people on because I know where I'm going. I know the vision is very clear for me, where, SMS is going to like be at some point. Like I know where I want to go on that level to like a couple different aspects. But the point is, like, I've tried to show other people, and I guess I took that personally. And I kind of realized, like, if you're gonna do this, you have to do this so damn good people want to be part of it. You can't ask anybody anymore. It's just not that they don't have the talent, or it's not something that could work, or it's not real, but you got to do it so good that people are going to want to be part of what you got. And you have to remember it's not personal, but you also have to remember anybody that said I pass, and they moved up where they could have been with you and moved up together. That's okay to take a little bit of a hey, I see you. You know what I mean? But overall, I decided it was probably best because there's a direct ROI with Kaito AI with yapping, and I looked at the say leaderboard. Let me go ahead and share some of these screens with you. I'll just show you exactly where I'm at with things. I was at like 88 yaps yesterday. or the day before or something like that. I'm at 120 today. I didn't do anything crazy. Just got very active. So let me tell you first things first. All right, I fucked up. We should have went to this screen first. Let me share this, John. We'll go to premium. I'll show you exactly what I looked at, and you guys could see this directly, and how it will affect you. Let me go 3 months out. So we'll go back to beginning of February. This is right after the creator thing, and thing just kind of got weird in the space. Whatever. I kind of took my foot off the gas and I kind of chilled. I was like, you know what? This ain't hitting like it was. I don't know if this is what I want to do. And this is where I was recently until, the last couple of days. I kind of stepped it up a notch. And I was like, you know what? Let me actually try. Let me make a difference. Let me see what I can do. And this is when I said the other day, like, you're not doing better than me. I'm underperforming. This is exactly what the fuck I meant. Like, I picked up the sticks basically, and now we're back to work. I know exactly what's working, what's not working. I can see that shit's like it's fucking clear as day to me, especially with Kaito, especially with the certain things. Some people will disagree with this, but I muted a lot of things that were not reciprocating the value. The things that I saw, like, hey, I'm here for you, you're not here for me, and anybody can say what they want to. But has anything negatively affected me in this at all on making them decisions? No. All I did was cut out the bullshit where it's not really engaging. It's dead weight. It's dead water. Because you're engaging, they're not reciprocating. It's dead actions as far as what I believe the algorithm, what I believe these fucking things measure. And now some people will argue, oh, what are you building there? Well, right now, I'm building a fucking brand. I'm building a name. I'm building something where I can show people exactly how they can do the same shit that I'm doing right now. That they don't need to have, like, Groovy Market was saying, you don't need to have 1 million followers. You don't need to have crazy engagement. You can work hard and get paid for it. I looked through my timeline the last 2 days, and I looked at the likes, posts, comments. Almost nothing. Like, literally almost nothing in any of them areas at all. And the ones that were there, it wasn't the people that I would expect, hope, or want to be there. And that's why I realized, you know what? They're not supposed to be here. I need to get back on the horse and attract, teach, educate, do the shit that I did. And, like, yeah, you guys can think whatever you want in that aspect, but I reached out to Maddie. I went to Bando and kind of talked to him. That was actually a couple days ago, but I started picking out some of these names. I was talking with NFT Bear, literally showing him directly what I'm doing, talking about Somnia, talking about, because I met them at ETH Denver. So I have a backpack I use every single day. I got some shorts, I got some socks. So I know the name. When I saw them getting a little bit of traction over here and they're coming on Kaido, I was like, all right, I need to pay attention to them. Let me tap in and see what they got going on. I went through their white paper yesterday and started reading through that. That's probably a direct effect. Also, the skate one is, I'm a skateboarder. Seeing a skate token, I was like, yeah, you know what, dude, we're definitely gonna have to, follow that as well. So no, like, I'm not anybody's good, great. Like, none of these people, maybe Gato, but like none of this inner circle stuff. Like, I don't have a lot of engagement. I don't have a lot of back and forth with these things, and you don't need it, to be completely honest. When I look at this, I kind of, when I want a real gauge of what's going on the Kaido for any specific chain, I go to the 3 month, because these are relatively, like, look at the charts, all of the up and downs, always here, always here, always here. Just came in here, always here, always here. Oh, just came in here with me, always here, kind of here. Fucking AI here, always here, here, here more, here a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can look at the way the charts are reflecting, and then when you go to, like, this shit, who spikes up on this? Well, that makes no sense to, give them any. Okay, give them credit for popping up on the timeline. These guys are going to go post about it. Then the people that are in this network, they're going to go respond to it. If they are smart, they're going to use the community tabs so it gets shared within the communities around there. Like, that's why we start to see these things moving. We got Oreos, Ani, Shadow, Tayo, Homie. Like, the people that are always on the timeline. Froggy's up there. It makes it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking, I hate these goddamn chords. But let's take a look over here. No, that's not what I wanted to see. I want to go to the top 100 for the 7-day. I think that's how it does it. So top 100 for 7-day. Yeah, let's do find SMS. Did I pop up here? All right. So where am I on the 7-day? Is this 7-day? No, maybe not. I'm at 73 on that one. This is 7-day. Does it change? No, I'm still 73 there. I know on the 3-month this John changes. I thought it did. All right, maybe I'm lying. I thought it did. Oh, right here. I'm a dumbass. All right, so when I hit 3-month, this is pretty nice. I like this. And if this is the one that counts, I'm in the top 50, which means any of the underdog holders are going to get a nice percentage of whatever I get out of this. So shout out to you guys for being G's and just supporting the homie. Let me see. Where we at? Yeah, 28. So that one's not too bad for the 3-month. That, I mean, it shows you I'm still here. Definitely took my foot off the gas, but not too far behind. And I have this whole weekend to just grind through this shit and get myself back up where I need to be. But yeah, dude, I really, really do truly think. All right, so this is the first thing I did was, like I said, I went to here or this section here, and I was like, you know what? Share this. Let me show, what are we at on impressions? 7-day. So let me show you this right here. When I went to replies, I was like, all right, I'm not really paying attention to this shit. Like barely even fucking touching my phone when it comes down to it. And then I said, you know what? Maybe I should pay attention to it a little bit, because like when I'm doing this shit, like, yeah, I'm not replying to a lot of people, but the people that are here that know I'm around, like they're not giving two shits about me. So I was like, I need to attract more people. So I went to 187, 138. We hit 246 today, or 246 today. We still got time. The clock's gonna roll over quick, but I still have time to hit 250. Let me get on here and try and get like 250 real quick. Let me get some responses. I need 4 more. Yeah, 246. Come on. It's happy day, G. You too, Tuki. Here. One. Damn, I don't have anything else there. All right. Gotta go here. Auto deposit to SMS. All right, 2 more and we'll hit 250. Hopefully by the time is up. And shout out to all you guys in here. Got 45 of you guys in here right now. You guys are G's. The best. All right, one more and we hit 250, baby. Philly's still up 2-0. Fuck Miami. Actually, I love Miami. Just kidding. Zach XBT5 shout to UD about the Quantum Cats. Shut up. Comment is great week. Glad you had a good week. And that's tight. Nothing came out of that. Just me fucking typing on the keyboard. Nothing. Yeah. Climbing. Ta-da. All right, so that should hit me at the Jones I need, and let me close out of that. But so it's not that complicated, guys. You just go to, all right, so the Yapper, that's what I wanted to show you, is go to the Yapper leaderboard, and up here you'll see post and pre-TGE. Pre-TGE is obviously before the tokens are released. So these are the tokens that you're going to be trying to get the airdrop for. These are the ones you're going to want. You got to get the wallets. You got to do the transaction. You got Thrive Protocol. You've got which, I mean, you got all of these actually. So far, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but the fact that a lot of people talking about it, I don't want to compete with them, so I want to go find something else. Skate's another one. Somnia is another one. Open Ledger is another one that I know. All these names are things that I'm like Open Ledger and Somnia. I actually saw these guys in person. What you want to do is go to the reward station. Reward station is really the juice here. And the reason why reward station is where you want to be is because reward station is going to tell you where you can go earn fucking money from talking shit. And who doesn't want to make money from talking shit online? You know what I'm saying? You can get some. All right. So nah. No. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, that is it. That is it. So all of these up here, they will tell you what they're offering, the rewards, yada, 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 yada. Who gives a fuck about them? These are the ones you want to focus on. You got 26. Oh, yeah, my boy got a run. Let's go. Phillies on top. Kepler just scored 3-zip. Bottom of the second. Bats are hot. Good to see it, Boom. Good to see it. Nice. Found the hole. All right, so we got Say out here with 26,250 USDC month for the month. It went from March 20th to June 20th. That's 2 days. And the claim period is going to be from, or no, that's a month and 2 days. So the activity goes to there. So I guess they're going to start paying out. I don't know, understand how that works. So March, April, May, June, right? So then you have another month after this to be active, and I guess you get another payout. Either way. The other weird thing is Yappers in the 30-day leaderboard over 3 months. So I guess every. Do you understand how that can get weird? Because like there's a 30-day leaderboard and there's a 3-month leaderboard. How can you be in a 30-day for over 3 months? Is that an average that they do on their own? That's not calculated by Yap, Bing, or Kaito? Anyway, Skate is giving away 1% of their supply, which is kind of juicy. That goes all the way up until my birthday. So, well, almost my birthday. It's the 29th. But we have plenty of time here to get our percentages and Skate and some Skate videos over the summertime. But yeah, dude, like even if it's a penny, of 1% of whatever the fuck they got, just somebody did the math and I was like, dude, I don't fucking know. I'm getting the shit. You know, I'm going to be getting the shits. The next one that I'm going to be pointing out is Somnia. Somnia is rewarding high quality posts about Somnia and 20 split 5K USDC every single week. The top 100 earn a share of 100K Somnia points. So you're able to get points and money. The better you become as a poster or supporter of Somnia, you have a chance to win 5K. So what I would say is like make this tier 1 and then tier 2, tier 3, and like, you know, kind of attack this aggressively, but very good. Like, I don't know. Figure your own fucking strategy out with that. I don't care personally. Yo, we got another hit. We got bases loaded. We got another run in, actually. Let's go. Yo, we're going to have to fucking pay attention to this shit. Hold on, dog. Get this shit out of my way. You got to be shitting me. Let's go. In a way, we're not going to watch this fucking game for a second. You're crazy. Not when they got bats out like that. Come on, dog. What is my rank, bro? I fucking don't know. Nadu. My rank is it's 20 something and the 3 month, 70 something fucking everywhere else. I haven't really cared too much about it in the last. I'm talking to my phone like this dude's listening to this. How retarded can I be? Bro, you got no outs. You better smack that ball out. This is the dude that had that song play where it was like, living in a brand new world. Blah, 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 blah. This motherfucker hasn't hit a bat. Shit, not the best. Not the best, but like, come on, homie. Smack this thing out. This would be such a good play. Oh, he got hit. He got hit. Batter's advance. Did he get it? Nah. He got out of the way. At least we got an advance on the bat. Or runners. Yo. Nah, he didn't get hit. Quick feet. Yeah, your boy's cooked. Get the fucking Venezuela out here. Fucking bum. You're a fucking bum. Smack. Come on, dog. Give him something he can hit. But other than that, guys, there's 150K for the USDC on SoFi. That's why you see everybody kind of going towards that. I think some of the better ones are like the one that you have the USDC. Bottom line, you got multiply up here. Oh, we got a hit as a pop up. So you're gonna get a run on that one though, and you might get an advance. You got one advance. You got one run. Yep. Yep. Nice RBI sacrifice fly, baby. We'll take that all day. Hell yeah. I'm happy. That's good. Cheers, y'all. Good running. And then you see the rest of these. They get, But get on here, look at the reward station, interact. I mean, dude, even if you don't get fucking paid, you're probably gonna grow in your network and shit like that. I think it's all good. Overall. I think that getting on these in these conversation helps tremendously. And if you see anybody like that's catching a little bit of like if you see somebody that's like doing pretty good, fucking follow them. Like follow what they're doing. Literally just be like, yo, I don't fucking know, dog. Like Oreo's right here. He said, "Say chart looks bullish with say networks DeFi TVL soaring to 340 million. The fundamentals are strong. Price may indeed catch up. Let's say Cook. I'm completely bullish." Like that's hard to read. It sucks to read, but it's probably gonna hit the algorithm pretty good. So like, you can just respond back to that in some same kind of jargon. Be like, just like that. Just something stupid. And you have to be great. Come on, Harps. Smack. Hey, oh, come on, dog. Foul tip. Okay. At least win a strike. That's good. All right, so let's look at these chains real quick. I'm holding as fuck. So this is how I look into these chains. Come on, dog, straighten that thing out. All right, skate chain right there. First thing I do is start to look at their followers, see if there's anybody similar or mutual, whatever. They got 349. Now, my goal is to try to become a followed person. I got my notifications on here. They got the paper on here. You start going through it. You start to look at this here. They got good graphics, everything. It looks good. So you hit them with a little bit of a like. You jump into the conversation, yada, yada, yada. You find something that, like, sticks out to you, like this one right here, bookmark. So now this is going to be something I make content about this video. Yo, Harps, did he smack that? No way. Oh, wild pitch and he scored. So Hart's still at bat. Hell yeah. All right, so look, you got push off, drop in, full send, the launch pad phases, I love this shit. It's skateboarding 101. You got the drop in. So now this is going to be something that I cover in content. I'm going to make a video, going to make a post about it. Innings over. Then you have, you know what I mean? It's pretty simple. You just kind of keep following it. But then if this is something you really like, stick to it. Stick to it. Make this your focus. You don't have to let go of anything else, but like this is where you want to be at. This is where you want to like, put your time into it. Like make it matter. Make it something that if somebody saw you doing it, be like, yo, this is my shit. You know what I mean? Like you should get involved. That's how you need to feel about it. If not, then don't waste your time. There's plenty other ones out there. But this one for me is being skate. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna go spray paint their fucking name on the wall with their colors and be like, "What's up? My name's Sean. Let's boogie." You know what I'm saying? Oh, World's in the top 100. He knows where he's at. All right. So you get the idea. I'm not gonna go through every chain, mostly because I got to get ready to go, and I'm gonna be fixing my moped and another bike tonight. But something I did want to kind of talk about is I got some pretty not crazy news, but some news, man. I'm gonna be moving in a year, or within a year, whether I'm moving to Philly. Like this house right here where I'm staying at, this is the bottom layer of a house. I live with my friend. He's got, the whole top floor. He's got two kids or whatever. He went through a divorce same time I went through a divorce. So I've just been living here for the last 2 3 years or so. I haven't needed a car. Haven't really needed to do anything. I was really kind of trying to work my way into Web3 full time. Um, it hasn't worked out tremendously well, but enough to make me keep coming back and know that there's opportunity. And sometimes it takes time. Sometimes I'll quote the homie from Drug Club. He said, maybe this isn't your cycle. Maybe you got to go through another one, and that's okay. The fact that I got a salary, I got a job, I can make money. I just got to figure out a way to make more money because there's things I want to do, and the biggest thing is don't compare your shit to other people. But I was planning on doing something completely different up until 2 days, 3 days ago. They got hit with some news, and the option is move to Florida with find my own shit to do here or anywhere in the world. I could move to Europe. I can move to Thailand. I can move anywhere I want to and start everything over. Um, Regarding work, I don't know how all that's going to go. I don't know exactly where that's. I'm not going to be able to, like, unless they let me work remotely and like never come into the office unless like I'm living local and buy a car and get stuck here. Like, am I willing to stay here because of a job which isn't the job I like, which isn't the amount of money I like, because it's comfortable? Or that sounds stupid, but at the same time sounds responsible. Or do I jump and go to Florida and start everything over there with the experience, knowing that I can, but it might be a little harder. That sounds a little bit more reasonable, but like still like you're gonna have to start again, which okay, not the worst, but okay. And then the other thing is like completely fucking run it up as high as you can, cash out and fucking boogie and see what you can do anywhere else. Like make some connections, make a plan. But what if I got a job where it's like, hey, can you move to fucking yada yadaville? And I'll be like, yep, I'm out. So I don't know. I don't like the other thing is like I said, I'm 37 and everybody that's I grew up with is not in this position. I'll just say it that way. For the good, bad, indifferent, I don't care. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not missing anything. I'm not looking for anything. But I'm just like, damn, this is like what I do in the next couple months is really going to make a significant sway in whatever which way we go. The idea of taking a few grand or as many grands or whatever, I'm not going to limit it to anything because I'll just accept my abundance unconditionally. But like the idea of getting rid of everything that I can't take with and like continuing on, like I've done that most of my life. It doesn't sound crazy at this point, and to like take as much value out of that to like continue moving forward isn't crazy either. But the whole idea is fucking crazy. And if you look at perspective from this side, but like the other side is like that's the right way to go. Like you sound trapped, and I'm like, I don't know, dog. I'm on a fucking dilemma and a half, and I don't know which way to think. I know that the one thing I've learned when you go into these positions or you end up in these positions from decisions you're making, the best thing you can do is work as hard as you possibly can on the things that you love. When I went through my divorce, like and knew that I was gonna lose my stepdaughter and which was like my kid, my coach said to me, and like I was fucking down, dude. I was bad. I was bad. Like that was the end of everything. um, he said, you got to keep going. You got to keep working hard. You got to work harder than you've ever fucking worked before. And I was like, what, dog? Like, do you see my whole John right here? And he's like, dude, I get it. But you ain't the first one, you ain't gonna be the last one. And the only way you get out of this is if you work hard and you keep your word. And I was like, fuck, man. So like that was a very shitty 3 months of like shitty depressive fucking training. Sometimes like, struggling through it, crying my whole fuck like I would literally cry for the whole fucking training and like just depressed as fuck, hating my life and like people trying to pick me up and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like it was bad. But I went and fought that year. That was my last year fighting in that fucking whatever. And I won my fight. And I did everything I said I was going to do from that point forward. I said I was going to go back to school, get a degree. I said I was going to work for myself. I said I was going to get into this shit heavy. I did everything. I did every fucking step of the fucking way. Every fucking thing I said I was going to do, I did. Now we're at a point where it's like, well, the only thing I didn't do was get higher or to another level. Like I'm still stuck kind of where I'm at right now until I break out of this. And I'm thinking the last couple weeks and maybe the last month have been kind of rocky. Maybe that's just a way to shake things up to not get too fucking comfortable because it's going to get crazier. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying by that is like when we're stuck in it, that's it. There's nothing else. But when you sit there and let it cook a little bit, you start to see like, damn, I'm glad I went through that because I know what this is going to be like. I'm ready for this type shit. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be at, but I know I'm going to be here, God willing. And it's just a crazy situation to be in. I don't have the same group of people, friends or anything. Like I went to the pub down the street. I was like, I need to just sit next to some motherfuckers. Like I didn't talk about this shit to them, but I just wanted to listen to people and see like where are people's heads at because like all we do is this. Like there's very little of that other shit, and I definitely want to be a little bit more social going forward. Just because I'm not drinking or smoking after. Well, maybe like I said, I'm gonna have a beer from time to time, but I'm not gonna be smoking. Doesn't mean I like don't have to stop doing anything. I just literally not smoke. It's the same thing as life, just not gay and thinking that it matters. But anyway, um, I don't know. I feel like all of these things. Like I got a job offer the other day from the same place I was just at. And I'm wondering, what if you maximize potential of these things and you play your cards right and you got a nice little pillow cushion, you can figure out what you want to do then. Um, but it's it's one of those things like no one said anything to me. I can just see everything around me shaping up here. And I'm just like, yo, this is real now. Like one person did say something that kind of changed the uh I guess where I thought we were gonna go. Like the I don't know. Roll with the punches. It can only get better if you're willing to fucking fight for it. That's all I'm saying, man. Like this crypto shit is great because it helps me leverage. It helps me find opportunities. They're gonna be, pick up the fucking ball. It's gonna help me pick up opportunities where I think there's not any. But I don't know, man. One other thing is like I went into a space and they were talking a lot more about being more open and building in the public, and that's something I want to do. I want to make sure you guys see the whole progress. SMS crypto, Solana made simple, say made simple, underdogs, all the shit I'm trying to do. There's nobody else. It's me, the mic, a beer, and you motherfuckers out here doing your thing. But I appreciate it. And that's all we got for today. I didn't want to do a super long one. I want to keep these about 40 minutes for like the after work and like the baseball ones. Just because I got to take a piss. There's a lot of shit I got to do after this. I got to load a moped up and we're going to have some fun with that coming forward or going forward. But I don't know if any of you guys are ever going through some shit that sounds anywhere remotely similar, or you just need to talk to a motherfucker, you don't want to feel weird about it. That shit will never leave my DMs. I'm not a fucking faggot that just like treats people like shit out here. I get it. I'm real. This space can be fucking shitty and it can tear you up because you put so much into it. And I know that. So yeah, low key, always got an opportunity to hit me up in the DMs, man. If there's some weird shit with the verification, whatever, just tell me, check the shit, and I'll do it, whatever. Don't gotta do this shit alone. I wouldn't want to, and I don't think anybody else wants to do this shit either. But yeah, we'll keep doing these. Keep doing them in the morning, working on schedule, getting this shit kind of ironed out. Shout out to the Drill Club, making this possible with this guy right here. I still need some stickers if you're watching Dippo. Hook a brother up. But yeah, check out Skate, Somnia, Thrive. You've got Say. There's another one on there I can't think of because I'm watching the game right now and don't care that much because it's more fun. But I would love to have more people coming up here talking about the stuff that I'm talking about, asking questions, and letting me kind of navigate it that way. If you ever guys, want to do that, you can do the AMA style. You can put it in the comments and stuff like that. But either way, let's just rock out.
I believe the next generation for markets will be tokenization of security.
The ceiling for how big DeFi can get is limited by the assets that are composable in it. And to go higher than that, to go farther than that, we really must, as an ecosystem, get really good at bringing assets from off-chain on-chain.
Actually got Robert, the crypto connoisseur and czar of Superstate.
When you start to involve more complex assets like security tokens that have different properties, like who can own them, how do shares change, different unique properties of it, there are no standards yet.
We are in the very, very, very preliminary stages of all of the wealth in the world changing where it lives. And it's not going to happen quickly, but as it does, it's going to create an entire new generation of winners.
Join Robert Leshner at Accelerate 2025 to discover his vision for DeFi and the tokenized finance revolution.
All right, guys, regardless of what chain you're on, regardless of what you're following. Yo, dog, did you do that again? I swear. Bang. Regardless of what chain you're on, regardless of what you're doing in this space, shit's getting tokenized. Everything you could imagine is going to be attempted to. Not everything is going to work. Not everything needs to be there, but it's happening. I focus on Solana and Say for specific reasons that don't really fucking matter to anybody else, but specifically to me. So what I would say is don't get too stuck on everything everybody's saying in your echo chamber. The first couple times I reached outside of that echo chamber, opportunities came at me left and fucking right, and like I went hard on them. And I'm just gonna step it up even more because time is more of the essence, and it should have been day one. So if you take anything from this guy's like success leaves clues, I'm going to be extremely successful. Like whatever the success level you think I got to at this point, just 10x that, because we got to go so much higher, and we got. That's what the underdogs are all about. That's something I've always been pretty stringent about, that I want to take the people around me up. So if you got something you want to add to the table, you want to join these conversations, you want to come up, you can just be a PFP just like this. You don't even have to have your face up here. You're more than welcome to join the conversations, but it's always something to learn about, talk about, or looking into some shit. But yeah. Oh, look, you know what? I'll show you a little hack real quick. So, actually, I can't do it right now, but maybe next time. All these commercials and stuff like that. If you guys got something, let's say you got a project, a protocol, a meme coin, let's say you got a podcast or a space, something, anything. You come up with a commercial, you want me to add it on here so people can watch it and they can find out when, where, and how to find you. This is the best place to do it. So I got you. Let me know. If it's some dog shit that I don't align with, I'm gonna let you know that too. Just be straight up with you, and maybe give you some advice on my end. You can say I'm an idiot. That's fair too. But more than anything, I want to help people elevate themselves and get out there and get more exposure. If you got some cool shit, let's do it. But I'm getting out of here. I got some shit to do. Hope you got some shit to do. It's a great weekend coming up. I'll probably be live streaming, probably not later, but unless my moped's done, then I'm probably going to go for a ride on that thing and you'll see me. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.